great YouTube? It is Mr. Mean coming at you this fine Sunday evening. I hope everyone is doing well. Not quite evening, it's 5 o'clock. So Sunday afternoon. I hope everyone is doing well. Today's video du jour is one I never thought I'd be doing. I'm not a huge fan of certain types of die systems. I think most of the meanies, if you haven't, let me get some housekeeping out of the way. If you haven't joined the Discord, please do. There's a link down in the doobly-doo. We have a very active community. We have a lot of game designers and publishers on there, and we're always running games. We also have a Patreon, or you can support me via Ko-Fi, buy me a coffee. There should be a link up there in the doobly-doo up there, and there'll be a link down in the doobly-doo. So yeah, those who have followed the channel for a while, it's a running joke that Mr. Mean, myself, hates the D6 system. That's not necessarily true. There are certain D6 systems I am not a fan of. I don't like Champions. I don't like Shadowrun. Basically, WEG, Star Wars, or any of the WEG D6 dice pool games. I'm just not a fan of big chucking a handful of D6 dice for the sake of chucking a handful of dice. There are certain D6 systems I do enjoy. Blood Iron by Feral Games Inc. is probably up there with one of my favorites. D-Genesis, definitely up there with one of my favorites. Again, both of those are dice pool systems, but they work uniquely different than, say, like Champions or certain other games. Fantasy Age by Green Ronin. In fact, any of the Age games is a 3D6 system that I really enjoy. So, Traveler, 2D6. GURPS, another system that I really like, D6 system. So there's a plethora of D6 systems that I do enjoy. And here's another one. Marvel Multiverse role-playing game by Matt Forbeck. If you've played Brave New World, you know Matt's games. Matt's done a bunch of stuff also for Savage Worlds, so he's well known in the gaming industry. He's also a very prolific author, and he writes a lot of role-playing games, as well as novels, fantasy, and sci-fi. So anyway, hardback, full color, because this is produced by Marvel Comics. It has all of the authorized, I'm trying to find a good 2-page or full spread page of art. It has the full gambit of authorized Marvel characters that you can use. Yeah, there's a phenomenal piece of art, if I can get it out there and show you without breaking my neck. There we go. So yeah, hardback, 318 pages. You can download a character sheet at marvel.com/RPG. It does have proprietary dice. I picked up this 12-pack at the Source in Minneapolis this weekend. It's my game store of choice because I don't have a very good one here in Duluth. So yeah, it's a D6 system. All you need is 3 dice. If you don't have the Marvel dice, which up until recently, evidently, these were very hard to get a hold of. When I bought the game a couple of weeks ago, I could not find a set of dice on any of the online retailers. Even marvel.com/RPG, the Multiverse webpage was sold out. They didn't have them. So when I went to the Source this weekend, yesterday, as a matter of fact, Saturday, they had 12 of these boxes. Now, I will admit, full retail, little steep, almost $19, $18.95 for 12 dice is a little bit on the steep side as far as I'm concerned. But these are the proprietary dice. You get a 12-pack, so you don't need these dice, and you can see there's a 6, and then there's the Marvel. And in the white dice are all labeled 1 through 6. The Marvel die is 2 through 5, with the 1 and the 6 being, or a 6 being a 6, and then the 1 being a Marvel. So this is their 616 universe. That's the designator for the Earth that you're playing in, but you can play in any genre. You get 12. You get 4 sets of dice, 3 each, so 12 dice in this little box for just under $20. Like I said, I feel it's pretty steep. wait till Amazon gets them, get them at a little bit of a discount, or Miniature Market, and get a discount there. So, but really cool, nice and chunky sized. They're a decent sized D6. You could use any 3D6 dice just as long as one of them is a different color. So 2 black, 1 red, or, you know, 2 red and 1 white, something like that. The Marvel die itself needs to be a different color, as you can see here in the pack. So I'm not going to go over the rules. I mean, there's been enough videos detailing the rules. I do apologize. My mic is going wonky on me. Yeah, there we go. But it's full color, hardback, 318 pages. Download a character sheet at marvel.com/RPG. I believe there's even a form fillable one. I haven't seen any discords for it yet. I will say, if you're a PDF junkie, this is not the game for you. It is not available in PDF, unfortunately, at this time. Marvel has some reason chosen not to make it available as a PDF. So the only way to get this book is to physically buy it. I'm sure if you search hard enough, you can find somebody's already scanned it out there, but I don't condone that. Obviously, go buy the book. It retailed for $59.99. That is just the going price of hardback full color books. I will say it is very well laid out. I did not purchase the playtest because I just thought paying, you know, $20 or whatever, I think $10. I don't remember what they were charging for the playtest. I just didn't think it was bang for the buck for an incomplete game, and I read a lot of complaints about the playtest. It appears that most of those have been fixed in this version. I have watched the Glass Cannon Network play this 3 separate times with the same characters. And I really liked what I saw, and watching that prompted me to go buy this. And I'm glad I did. Reading the rules, they're very simple. There's some basic addition and subtraction and multiplication, but it's nothing that's outside the realm of your average grade schooler. And I think it'll be a great game for kids, for young teenagers, you know, your tweens, or even your 8, 9, 10-year-olds. It'd be a great game. It'll help them with their math skills. And all kids love comic books for the most part. So you have full stats in here for most of the iconic Marvel characters, and a lot more of the more recent ones that were in the movie, like Gore the God Butcher, Juggernaut's in here, America Chavez, she was in the Doctor Strange movie. Of course, you've got the X-Men, you got some of the X-Men, some of them. Wolverine's in here, Captain America, Iron Man, Ant-Man, you know, a whole bunch. I'm not going to do a rules review because there's plenty of videos out there that do that, but I am going to say, if you like superheroes, you want to play an established superhero, this is definitely the game for you. I am hoping that this will prompt DC to do something similar, because right now the only current DC game we have in modern times is the Mutants and Masterminds DC books that they came out, but I believe they lost the license, so those can no longer be purchased. I think you may be able to find them in PDF, and you may be able to find copies floating around. I'm not sure if Green Ronin still has the license or not, but that uses the Mutants and Masterminds D20 mechanic, and it is heavy math to make a character, but it can be done, and it's actually kind of a lot of fun. So if you want to play Wolverine, if you want to play Iron Man, Colossus, you can do that. There's stats in here. In fact, I'll pull up a stat block. Let's pull up somebody good. Let's see here. There we go. One of my favorite villains, MODOK. There's MODOK, and so that's what a character sheet looks like. There's all your stats, and it's really simple, but what's cool about this is there is mechanics and structure to make your own superhero. And so what I'm going to try to do is, I have my favorite character, Seismic, that I've made in a lot of different RPGs and played over the years. Whenever I play a superhero game and I can make my own character, I always try to make Seismic. So I'm going to put Seismic together in this probably in the next week or two, and I'll give an after action report to see how he comes out and stuff like that. So if that's something you'd like to see, hit that like and subscribe button, and you'll definitely be able to get notified. Hit that bell so you can be notified when I post a new video. But I really like the die mechanic, watching it in action. Like I said, I watched well over 5 hours of actual live play with the Glass Cannon Network guys, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very good. I like the mechanics. I like the 3D6 system, very reminiscent to me of Green Ronin's Age system, where you have stunt points, but in this case, when you get a Marvel die and you get a fantastic success, you can also get a spectacular failure. And I may have those terminologies wrong, so pardon me if I do. I haven't actually got to get this to the table. I'm going to try to run it for the meanies probably over the summer. Right now, I'm getting ready to start a new job, and I just don't have time. But I wanted to get a video out talking about this because there's a lot of hype on it right now, and plus, it's a really good game, I think. Like I said, easy addition and subtraction with a little bit of multiplication. You can build the character you want. They give you a full array of powers. As you level up, you can get more powers. It's pretty. Starting levels are 1 through 6. 1 is being a commoner or a hero just starting out, and then 6 would be, you know, Galactus, Ultron, the Incredible Hulk. You're super powerful. I don't think Ultron is level 6. He might only be level 5. Charles Xavier is a level 6. Let's see if Ultron's in here. Let's see what Ultron is. Ultron is rank 5, yes. So yeah, and they've got some generic mooks in here. So you got like Agents of AIM. You've got what's the other guys? Hydra. You got basic Hydra agents. So you want to put together your own campaign with just street level heroes. You know, Batman style street level heroes. You could totally do that. They recommend the starting rank of players is 2 because it gives you some powers and like makes you slightly above a normal human being. But even a rank 1 is a little tougher than your average human being. So it's really, I think it's really well done. And so I love the art. I love the cover. The character sheet is a little busy. Let me see if I can pull up the character sheet here. But the art is phenomenal because, of course, it's Marvel, so they've got the license for all the art. So here's your basic front and back character sheet. Hopefully you can see that. It doesn't wash out. So a lot of spaces to put page numbers and everything for your powers, which I like. Because you obviously don't have enough room to write all of your powers abilities there or over here. So you can write the page number on there. And I think it's very well done. It was well thought out. The character sheet seems very utilitarian to me, which I like, but yet still graphic enough to hold your interest, and you can find little things on it that are neat. It's got a lot of good information on it. So, like I said, I think this is a buy in my book. If you're into superheroes, if you're into Marvel, you've got it here, and there's nothing to say you can't make a DC hero using this system. I mean, if you're a DC person, make your own character. Look at the power levels. Look at how they're portrayed in here, and you can probably make an analogous, version of your favorite DC hero. You just have to do a little work on your own, but it wouldn't be terribly hard. And I'm sure by now, the game's been out for a while, at least I think 2 months, month and a half. I'm sure there's a couple websites now already devoted to this set of mechanics using DC heroes. I'm sure just have to do a little bit of look. I'll be surprised if there's not. But anyway, I didn't want to ramble on too much about it. I just did want to say it's a buy in my book. It gives you a little bit of information about the 616 universe and playing in other realities, which is why it's called the Multiverse game, because you can play in any reality. And if you have your favorite comic book reality where it's different in that reality, it supports that. The mechanics are in the very first part of the book. Everything is color coded, as you can see there. The largest portion of this book is red, which is the character profiles. There's some hand ninjas. So, you got your bad guys right there. And then, of course, it breaks down with all the powers. And the powers are very generalized, but specific enough that you can make the powers you want for your hero and or villain if you want to make whatever. So there's traits there's pretty cool things. Like I said, I'm not going to go over the rules because there's enough people that have done the rules explanation, so I don't think that I need to rehash that. But I'm going to say it's definitely a buy. I hope this gives you enough information. If you have any questions, as always, post a comment. I will do my best to get back to you in a timely manner. I try to reply to all my videos. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified. If you really want to support the channel, Ko-Fi for a one-time donation, or Patreon to get access to Discord designator and to get first pick in any games I run. And this summer I'm going to try to run a lot more games. I'm going to have a little bit easier of a schedule since I took a new job that I start April 1st. And so I'm looking forward to that. So I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Go out and buy Marvel Multiverse role-playing game. Pick up the dice if you can, but remember, you don't need the dice. I just happened to be at the source and I saw them, so I got them. As always, peace and hair grease. And remember, Mr. Mean says be nice. Thank you so much, guys. Let me fade out here. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.